Do you remember the former mayor of Juba City, that is Callisto Ladu? He, while attending the Mundari Cultural Festival in Terekeka, has said something that has left many people talking. And what he said has actually gone viral on social media. And what he said reveals or gives an insight into how he thinks, what are the priorities that are in his head. How does he think as a leader? And what are the most important things for him as a leader? All right. Now, we'll handle the issue of Callisto later. If you're interested in knowing, stay with me towards until the end. But what I want to talk about, first of all, is that these cultural festivals, the Mundare Cultural Festival, the Pujilu Cultural Festival, the Bari Cultural Festival, and many others, have shown us that many times people blame the government for their problems wrongly. It has shown that the people are actually able to mobilize resources, come up with initiatives that can improve their livelihoods, that can help them to provide water to their people, to help them to build schools and health centers. Because if the communities put the same level of energy that they are putting in organizing cultural festivals, if they put it in developmental issues, we'll be able to make an impact in our communities. But the problem is people do not want to put the same level. That is from the organizers. Nobody wants to do that. Okay? The other thing is with the people who attend these events, because if you come up with an initiative to fundraise, you will not have this number of people coming up to attend. It's not going to be there. People just want to come and dance and eat and drink, have a good time and go back without anything achieved. If you come up with an initiative and say, we are doing these things to build 20 boreholes for our people, nobody is going to show interest. Maybe a few people will show interest in that. But many people are not going to show interest in that initiative. So it showed that, yes, the government has a role, but greater responsibility lies in the communities. First of all, you have to not be happy with the condition that your people are living in. And then you have to want to do something. The desire and the will to do something must be burning in you. And that is what Callisto has as a leader. From what he said, he praised the people of Mundare, but then he said something. He said, we must not forget that people from central Mundare do not have access to clean water. And as a result, they go westward to look for water. So in a sense, he's saying that while we are celebrating, there are some pressing matters that we have to take care of. One is which we need to provide water to the people in central Mundare so that they do not go far. And if they don't go far to other communities, there will be no conflict over sources of water. So in a sense, if you want peace and people to live together, communities not to fight one another, address the problems that are making life difficult for them. If you address these problems, then you would have solved the problem of intercommunal fighting and all of these things, and cattle keepers and farmers. You would have solved that problem. And if you solve that problem, there is peace. So there are things that we can do ourselves if we fix our mind to it, that we can do. That does not require the government. That just requires the willpower. All right? So as you organize cultural celebrations next year or whichever, make it a point that we have a target that this year we want to raise this amount of money to set up 10 boreholes to provide water for our people. We want to set up schools. We want to set up vocational centers so that we are able to elevate the living standards of our people. But no, Africans want to dance. They drink. Museveni said they drink, they dance all night, and then they end up dying at 40, 42, 43, you know. Is that really our mindset, that we eat and we drink for tomorrow we die? Is that really the mindset? Because that's beginning to look like it. It's just about having a good time. If nobody comes to save us, if the white man does not send money or aid, food aid, we are okay with the condition that we are in. No, you can do something. If you are able to make an initiative like these festivals that brings a lot of people, then you can do something to improve your life. And that is what Callisto is saying, that we must use these things. The festivals are not bad. I wrote about it. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll find it on my page. I wrote about it and some people misunderstood. But I made it clear that the festivals are not bad. There's nothing wrong with them. But they should not be an end in itself. It should be a tool that if we make a festival this year, next year, what are the goals that we have? That we want to improve the lives of our people so that we don't have children living on the streets. With the white people in Western countries, people organize themselves, they raise money, they have accountability, they see the pressing needs, they solve it, water, sanitation, health centers, they do those things based on the money that they raised. It doesn't need the government. We should not just say we are focusing on the government every time. There are things that we can take care of by ourselves. So let us put the same energy that we put in festivities in alleviating suffering and improving the standards of the living of our people. Just like Callisto sees things, we should also see things like that.